Good morning, Wham! How you doing? So while you're home and you're having fun, I'm recording this so I can read along with you, even if you're at home or if you're in the class, and you can read along with me. So you're learning how to read while reading it on the page and me. Now, what we're going to talk about today is the Native Americans, the originals, the OGs. They were here first, and we need to respect that, and we need to learn about a little bit about their culture. Most of our class tends to teach about American history after that. When we took over, we made some good rules, we had some great history, but we got to learn about the Native Americans and how we treated them unfairly. So we're going to learn about that too. All right, let's learn about the first Americans. Native Americans were the first people to live in America. Long ago, they lived in Asia. It is believed that land once connected Asia and America. People moved across this land to a part of America called Alaska. Over time, they settled in many parts of America. Today, these people are called Native Americans. They used to be called American Indians. Thousands of years later, people from other lands began coming to America. About 225 years ago, the name of our country became the United States of America. Native Americans lived in our country long before it was called the United States. Native Americans were the first Americans. Native Americans in different parts of the United States spoke different languages. They also lived in different kinds of houses. They wore different kinds of clothes. They ate different kinds of food. They believed in different religions. Many Native Americans lived in the Northwest of the United States. In the Northwest, there were thick forests. There were many fish in the ocean and rivers. Native Americans of the Northwest went fishing to get food. They ate fish every day. They traveled in long canoes made from trees in the forest. They also built houses from the trees. Other Native Americans lived in the Southwest. In the Southwest, there was a little rain. There were few trees. There were very few fish and animals to eat. Native Americans of the Southwest became farmers. They used river water to grow food. They grew corn and beans for food. They also grew cotton. They made their clothes from cotton. In the Midwest of the United States, the land is very flat. We call this flat land the Great Plains. Millions of buffalo lived on the Great Plains. Many Native Americans lived on the Great Plains. They became buffalo hunters. They used every part of the buffalo that they killed. They ate buffalo meat. They made needles from buffalo bones. They made clothes and tents out of buffalo skins. In the east of the United States, there were many forests. Animals lived in the forests. Many Native Americans lived in these forests. They became hunters. They killed deer and turkeys for food. They also became farmers. They grew corn, pumpkins, and beans for their families. There were some ways that all Native Americans were alike. They loved plants and animals. They took good care of their land. They enjoyed games and telling stories. All Native Americans made their own tools. They needed tools for hunting, farming, and fishing. Native Americans made their tools out of stones and animal bones. They made knives out of stones. Some groups of Native Americans made metal tools. Many Native Americans hunted with bows and arrows. They did not have guns. Native Americans taught many things to people who later came to America. They taught them how to plant food such as corn, tomatoes, and potatoes. They taught people how to use special plants to make medicines. There are many Native Americans in the United States today. They still enjoy many songs, dances, games, and stories that people enjoyed long ago. But Native Americans now work at every kind of job. Native American medicines are now sold in stores. Many people use them each day. Many people also buy beautiful Native American art. Native Americans today are proud that they were the first people to build our country. They are proud that they were the first Americans. So if you notice while I read on the video, it'll say American Indians, because this book's a little old, and they used to say American Indians. And then the Native Americans met, and they prefer to be called Native Americans, so that's now what we call them, what they would like. When I was younger, we just called them Indians, and we didn't mean any disrespect. I hope not. I mean, not usually. But now they prefer Native Americans, and hopefully some of you are Native American and can teach us some stuff about Native America. All right? Well, have a good day and stay tuned.